Green.
Oh, forensics.
I have a report. We have detected traces of normalium from the teapot.
You can't be serious.
It's just like Mr. Edgeworth said.
Darn it! Did Mr. Edgeworth take the title of the best from me again?
Mr. The Best, it seems like you have an obsession about being the best. But when you're on a case, winning and losing is of no importance.
What are you saying? Obviously, it's best to be the best at everything.
If you can't understand that, then you have no business being a prosecutor.
What?
Oh, and here comes Justine in the comments.
Please stop harassing Sebastian.
No harassment.
Sebastian, a person of your caliber has no need to listen to such things.
Justine. Yeah, you're right.
Please, leave this to me. Why don't you go check on the victim's condition?
Yeah. That's a great idea. I'll be right back then.
All right, I'll be waiting.
Judge Courtney is much more troublesome than Mr. The Best.
Well then. Miss Curator, can you tell us why normalium was discovered in the teapot?
I already forgot what voice I gave her.
Just make her sound like a
Take
crewmate
your
from
time.
Among Us.
Crewmate from Among Us. I was not aware it was contained such a chemical. I suppose it may have been an ingredient from the detergent I had used.
So you're saying that you did not put it in deliberately?
No, of course not. There's no way for me to have known how to create poison gas.
Damn.
Despite being a former actress, it seems you're not very good at lying.
Ooh.
What do you mean?
The angel's recipe is in your possession, and the method to create the poison gas is contained inside the recipe book. So you must have known how to create it.
I'm surprised you knew about that.
Miss Curator, is this true?
It's true that information about the poison gas is contained in one of the recipes. However, just because I saw it does not mean I was responsible for the crime. Could you tell me what set off the poison gas?
It was caused by the victim heating the lid of the glass case with a burner.
Haha, I see. If he locked himself in that room of his own will and set off the poison gas, wouldn't that suggest suicide?
Does she intend to deny it until the bitter end?
Furthermore, I wouldn't have been able to obtain a chemical like Megatoxin X.
That may be true, but you could have stolen it from someone else.
That reminds me, I met up with Katie a week ago and... That night's when I realized my Megatoxin X was gone. Katie, you couldn't have.
Damn snitched.
Madame Delicia always carried her medicine bag around with her. Anyone could have stolen it.
That's right. I don't have any proof that she was the one who stole it.
Kate, can't you tell us what you're hiding? I know you're not the kind of person who would hurt someone without a reason.
Monsieur Shields, you doubt me as well?
Setting a trap on one of the gallery exhibits, and then disguising the rooms. I just think it would be impossible for anyone but the curator.
That's not true. There are no guards or security cameras at this gallery. If any ill-intentioned person wanted to sneak into the gallery, it would have been an easy task for them.
Then, isn't it like an all-you-can-steal buffet in here? Isn't that incompetence? You have to be careful. You never know when a great thief could appear.
Nice entrance.
It doesn't sound like a joke when Kay says it.
Actually, Monsieur Gustavia apparently entered the gallery before it opened.
Well, I'm beat.
My hands are up.
Well,
Looks like Uncle Ray can't do anything to break down Kate's iron guard. This might be a good time to use the technique your old man taught me.
The technique my father taught you?
starts dancing.
This case is deeply connected to the one from 18 years ago. If we just pursue the present case, it may seem like there's a lot we don't understand. But if we try turning things around, there may be a hint in the case from the past.
Thinking the other way around. Did my father do that too?
For example, just consider the relationship between the past case and Kate.
Miss Hall melted Mr. Dover's sherbet sculptures. What the fuck? Sculptures 18 years ago. And today, Mr. Dover's works are on display in this gallery. It can't be. She. I see. Now I know what to ask her.
That's good to hear. In that case, Uncle Ray will just watch over you as you do your work.
Miss Catherine Hall. 18 years ago, it seems that you melted Mr. Dover's sherbet sculptures.
Yes, I was young and inexperienced, and I did something inexcusable.
However, isn't that why you were able to open a Zodiac Art Gallery?
I don't know what you mean.
I don't understand either. Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you seek her testimony?
Yes, I would like her to tell me about the Zodiac Art Gallery. I would like to know the reason you decided to open a gallery for Mr. Dover's artwork.
You insist that this is related to the case at hand. I will allow it. Miss Curator, your testimony, if you please.
Very well, if that will clear your suspicions about me.
Now then, please testify about the Zodiac Art Gallery.
The Zodiac Killer.
18 years after Monsieur Master was arrested, I was finally able to buy back this mansion. Then in order to maintain it, I decided to manage it as an... I collected Pierre Hoquet's works from all over the world. After all, it was my dream to open the Zodiac Art Gallery.
It's wonderful that your dream has come true. What do you think, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I don't believe there was anything strange about her testimony.
You think none?
Seems like you're an amateur.
Judge Courtney, I believe in the courtroom it is a... Oh my god. I believe in the courtroom it is standard to cross-examine the witness. Wouldn't you agree it's a little too early to say that there are no contradictions?
You speak like a defense attorney. Very well. Proceed, as you please.
That's it.
The sculptures in the Winter Palace are the same sherbet sculptures from 18 years ago. Unless I point that out to her, I won't be able to find out the truth.
Oh.
No, I know.
Press the go to the right twice.
The third seat.
Oh, the end. Alright, never mind. Go back. Press that up.
Pierre Hoquet, That's Mr. Dover's alias, correct?
Yes, it's the
Holy
name he
shit.
used when he worked as a sculptor in France. Sculptor.
About collecting his works.
Phaith.
How did you prepare the Taurus and Gemini sculptures? I heard that Mr. Dover passed away before he completed those 2 sculptures.
I had the sculptors in the Winter Palace specially made, based on the photos I took.
Oh? Could you tell us about that in more detail?
And just like that.
New statements.
I prepared replicas of the sculptures in the Winter Palace based on the photos I took.
What does
I'm
that
telling
say?
you, every time we come back, we just forget what the evidence is. Like,
Let me read it. Analysis of the melted sculpture. So sugar and blood detected. Ooh, almost had a slur. I found mouse appears. I mean, okay. Go back.
Okay.
oh, we got sugar and poison shit, you know?
I prepared the replicas in Dover's room. Is that normal?
Yeah, can we go back to
I
the
don't
last
remember.
statement? Okay, just looks what she said before. That was the only new statement on the right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to our evidence. Honestly.
Wait, so Maria, I was asking, is it normal for her to make shit in Dover's room?
I don't remember that fact.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even know what Dover looks like.
Let's go to the profiles, I guess.
We
Yeah,
don't have
there should be a
profiles.
picture. There should be a
We don't
picture of him in
have
the profiles he's got.
We can't.
We don't have
Oh, you can't?
profiles.
Never mind.
We don't have
Dang.
profiles.
Dang it.
We'll have to
That's
fence
probably
Turkey.
it.
But the paper?
Yeah, fuck it.
The sketch. Oh, the liquid analysis.
The sketch.
I mean, technically both are
Uh,
paper.
Present it.
Sketch. Yeah.
Present.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Hooray!
Hooray!
You're so good, Tablez.
Did you really think that your
you.
excuses would continue to hold up?
Hey, that's rude.
I give you praise and compliments, and that's what you tell me?
He's a
I'm a
shy
thug.
boy. He doesn't know
I'm
how
a
to react to
thug.
praise.
I'm a thug.
No,
I
he's
be
just
steady
shy.
thugging. I be.
No
He sits
matter-
by himself in the corner at lunch.
Well, clicking his chin. No matter how much you lie, you can't deny the composition of the sculptures. From the analysis results, it's quite clear that the sculptures in the Winter Palace are the sherbet sculptures Mr. Dover created.
Oi! Mine! As a pharmacist, it's my turn to shine.
Little big ass company.
Oh,
because
delicious
sugar-
assist.
But because sugar is actually comes in many different varieties and tastes. Even if the sculpture were replicas, it's nearly impossible to replicate the composition.
I see. Thank you for the explanation, though I don't recall asking for one.
I don't recall it.
I mean, that helped me out because I was
Me
trying to,
trying
figure
to
out
look
what the
for who
fuck we were trying to
asked.
prove.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That, Miss Hall, means you couldn't have melted the sherbet sculptures back then. You stole them and preserved them for 18 years.
Ah!
What? She preserved the sherbet for 18 whole years?
If you freeze it properly, it's not impossible.
Next.
Silence, please. Miss Curator,
Yes.
what do you have to say?
I can't believe you already uncovered so much.
So you're admitting that you stole the sherbet sculptures?
No, I cannot admit to such a thing. There isn't any
No.
proof I stole them after all. Also, I couldn't have stolen the sculptures 18 years ago. I don't think they would have been easy to steal without the police noticing.
Is that so? I don't know what you did 18 years ago. As such, how can I judge how difficult it was to steal them?
It looks like you won't give up so easily.
I don't intend on giving up until I learn the truth.
I understand. Then I shall tell you what I did 18 years ago. On the day of the incident, I was waiting in the main building until the judging. During the judging, at Monsieur Master's request, I went to change the film in the camera. Before I could deliver the camera to him, I discovered Monsieur Dover's body. After Monsieur Gregory arrived, I prepared tea for everyone involved in the investigation. It was then that I witnessed Monsieur Gustavia entering Monsieur Dover's room. And that's when everything I had done that day. Everything I'd done on that day. I don't think there's anything suspicious about my actions.
That's not your decision to make.
Sus?
Mr. Edgeworth, were there any contradictions in her testimony?
Of course.
For now, I should just prove that she stole the sculptures. But when could Miss Hall have stolen them? If I can answer that, her crime should come to light.
Yesterday? Tomorrow? The other day?
Precisely 18 years ago? What?
On the day of the incident, I was waiting in the main building until the judging.
You expect me to remember what she did 18 years ago?
So true, Umfi. Next.
During judging, at Monsieur Master's request, I went to change the film in the camera.
Next.
But before I could deliver the camera to him, I discovered Monsieur Doa's body.
Some shit.
What did she say after that?
After Monsieur Gregory arrived, I prepared tea for everyone involved in the investigation.
Was it busting?
Is anyone?
Was the tea
Is there
buzzing?
anything after that?
It was then that I witnessed Monsieur Gustavia entering Monsieur Dova's room.
Yeah, that's the last thing.
I want to hear about the boba. Go back.
Boba?
Did you do so in the same manner as today?
Yes, I poured tea for everyone working on the investigation.
Now that you're mentioning, Uncle Ray also got some tea from you that day. Kate was pushing her service cart back and forth from the patio to the main building.
I see. Did anything seem strange to you then?
Well, I remember your old man singing praises of her Ceylon tea. And he also said something about how the saucer was chilled.
The saucer was chilled.
A flashback.
Could Miss Hall have stolen the sculptures then?
Anything's possible. If you believe.
Shield as in it was frozen before?
Kaido?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just gotta believe in yourself.
This was when you stole the Shepherd sculptures.
I'm sorry, but Monsieur Shields and company were at the fountain patio the entire time. Are you saying that I stole them in broad daylight?
That's precisely what I'm saying.
Be double down.
This is where she hid the sculptures, to steal them right under our noses.
In the cart. The white cart.
Yeah, man. Wait. What the fuck? How big are those sculptures? Wait.
Bigger than you? I don't know.
Neither my father nor Mr. Shields realized the sculpture was right in front of them. What you were pushing around was no ordinary service card. It was the sculpture itself.
Eek! And here comes Judge Courtney in the report.
In the comments. But surely that would still be impossible. if she placed the sculptures on that service cart, people would notice immediately.
I never said she used the service cart to move the sculptures.
What? What do you mean? Then what did she use to move the sculptures around?
Your mom.
This is what Miss Hall used to transport the sculptures.
Do we have like the other cart in our thing? Like I thought we had like a blue cart.
Go right.
Go to the next page. The freaking thing on the bottom left.
The blue cart? Oh, it's a trolley. Okay. Trouble with the
18 years
trolley,
ago.
eh?
Overused, yeah.
Trolley.
The lift. And this is...
What does it look like?
This is the lift trolley Mr. Dover used 18 years ago to move his sherbet sculptures. It seems the same lift trolley lies here in the fountain patio.
Yes, well, we're just looking at it. Yeah. That's because it was originally prepared for the contest in the first place.
It's because...
Are you saying that she used the lift trolley to move the sculptures?
Yes.
Yeah.
If the sculptures were placed on this lift trolley, and then covered with a tablecloth,
A tub.
it could be disguised as a service cart and moved without arousing suspicion.
How could that be?
So the saucers were chilled because they were sitting on the ice sculptures? Kate, what's the meaning of this? What were you thinking?
That was truly impressive. You certainly are, Monsieur Gregory's son. After 18 years, it's hard to imagine any proof that I stole the sculptures remain. But I knew it was only a matter of time until I was suspected.
Miss Curator, does this mean you admit to stealing the sculptures?
Yes, I admit it. I'm sus. 18 years ago, I stole the sherbet sculptures from Monsieur Dova's room. It's just as Monsieur Edgeworth says. I disguised the lift trolley as a service cart. And I served tea as I made my way back and forth. That wasn't all. I also took the ice block with all the star clusters on it.
An ice block with star clusters on it. That seems familiar.
Remind me again?
A giant block of ice is being displayed here. It appears to be quite heavy. No, the inside must be hollow. The Winter Palace is a reproduction of Mr. Dover's room from 18 years ago. Because they had melted, my father never got the chance to see them. But those blocks of ice were originally from Dover's Sherbet Saloon. So, did I say that right?
Salon.
I think
Salon.
Un is 2 O's, yeah. The 2 sculptures and 2 blocks of ice. I took everything I could. And then I placed empty glass in cases in Monsieur Dover's room. The sculptures were all encased in glass to preserve their fine details. But the ice blocks were being displayed as they were. As per the rules, we prepared the glass case for Mr. Dover.
So it would have been easy for her to prepare the glass cases.
In Monsieur Dover's room, there were some sculptures that were still unfinished. I thought if I melted them, it would look like the ones I stole had melted too. So everything you see inside the Winter Palace is all original works from 18 years ago.
Miss Hall, it didn't take much to get her to confess.
Then she must know. She knows it isn't enough to try her in court.
That is all I have to say. But, even though I admit to stealing the sculptures, you can't arrest me for that.
What? What do you mean by that? Heavens, you're assisting an investigation without knowing this much?
I'm 17.
Perhaps you should read this book concerning the Statute of Limitations. Statute of Limitations?
What the fuck's a statue?
See in the handbook. To put it simply, it is the time frame in which a suspect can be taken to court. You can see it on this page.
She said, you ain't arresting me for shit, my nigga.
The statute of limitations for murder is 15 years, and for theft, it's 7 years.
Was it highlighted because she thinking for real, for real?
That's right, and Miss Hall's death was 18 years ago. According to the statute, she cannot be arrested for stealing the sculptures.
So that's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Stealing evidence from a crime scene is an unforgivable offense. However, for this crime at least, we have no right to pass judgment. It appears that Prosecutor Edgeworth's tepid reasoning has all been for naught.
What do you mean? She literally committed the crime. It's just been 18 years later.
I wonder about that. I deduced Miss Hall's actions simply to expose a different crime. If she only took the sculptures, we wouldn't have found a body from 18 years ago.
Are you saying that I hit Monsieur Daubert's body?
That's correct.
But how can someone hide a body for 18 years?
I would imagine it would be very difficult under normal circumstances.
So you're saying the circumstances weren't normal? Are you claiming that you know where the body was hidden?
When you consider Miss Hall's actions, the answer becomes obvious. 18 years ago, Miss Hall stole something more than just Sherbet's sculptures.
If you're so confident, I would like to hear your answer. Where did Miss Hall hide the body? Wellbrain's house?
She hit it with a badge, obviously.
Go to the right.
Did they really cryogenically freeze a body, or...?
What else do we get?
Ooh, like some Ice Age shit.
Next.
I'm just saying, you would have, well, unless she clearly hid the ice body.
Go to the first page again.
You wouldn't just cryogenically freeze a
You might
body.
be claiming. You might be claiming with that. Let me look at the, is that it right there, the picture?
Yes.
Let me look at it. Oh, never mind.
check,
Nigga
yeah.
saying yes.
Oh, let's check anyway. Just not sure where you'd hide a body there.
Well, you for sure in that ice smoke right there. He was pooted on. Alright, we can go back.
You got shat on.
You got straight shitted.
This is the photograph of Mr. Dover's sculptures.
Yes, and perhaps you've noticed that the victim's body can be seen in this picture.
I do not see it. Please point it out clearly. Where in this picture can one see the body of the victim?
Is right there, dumbass.
It's time to expose the location of the body in the photograph.
But in the poot.
In the pooch. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was Mr. Dover's body.
Does that honestly look like a body to you?
You okay, Miles? Maybe all that thinking short-circuited your brain.
I always knew this day would come.
Fuck y'all
That's
niggas.
crazy. Melly, you need medicine?
Yo, this nigga getting jumped.
How about some nice seances? Yeah, fuck.
I'm fine, thanks. Those looks of pity, they pierce my soul.
I'm
Yeah, that
crying
was
now.
insane.
Why don't you try again one more time and not mess it up?
That was the equivalent of that video. It was like, homo. You're so gay.
Alright, it's the thing on the left.
With the cloak?
The one that doesn't the one that
Oh,
doesn't
the
have a
Covenant
face.
Club?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That was like my fourth guess, so good shit.
I have no idea what I'm looking at.
The Gemini sculpture?
Yes, while it may look like the Gemini sculpture at first glance, in reality, this is none other than Isaac Dover himself.
This ice sculpture was the victim's body? But all I can see from this picture is an ice sculpture statue.
That's because there's a certain piece of evidence that was used to conceal it.
Conceal it? Which piece of evidence did Miss Hall use to conceal the body?
It's gonna be everything like you don't know.
The
Poison
cloth.
gas? Oh, the cloth? Yeah, well.
Yeah, bro.
Gotta show your work, explain
Oh,
your
shit.
reasoning.
Yo,
Okay.
This is
All right, nigga just swallowed his mic.
goodness. This is the cloth that was covering the sculptures in the Autumn Palace.
this cloth manipulates light. With it, it's entirely possible to make something look like ice. Isn't that right, Delicia?
You see? When it glows red, it's like a raging inferno. And when it glows blue, you can almost feel the glittering cool ice.
Cool ice. Never mind.
Mmm.
That cloth will only emit light when it is attached to a special device.
No, I know.
Judge
Nuh-uh.
Courtney, look closely at the picture one more time. Beneath the Gemini case lies a box-shaped object attached to the pedestal.
This is...
A rainbow light device. Detective Gumshoe reported one in the Winter Palace. This is the device that went missing 18 years ago. Originally, it would have been attached to the cloth inside the glass case. Naturally, Miss Hall took the device with her when she moved the sculptures. By using the rainbow light device to make the fluorescent cloth glow, Mr. Dover's body was made to look like an ice sculpture.
That's... ridiculous.
So then, when Uncle Ray took a photo of the Winter Palace,
That's right, the body had been in front of us all along, disguised as a Gemini.
But he's a Virgo, fuck!
However, the body and the fluorescent cloth were both discovered in the fountain. If the ice sculpture was the body, we would have found it in the Winter Palace.
If we had found it there, her trick would have been revealed immediately. Miss Hall moved the body out of the Winter Palace to prevent us from discovering it.
Absurd. You say she threw the body into the fountain without any of us noticing.
No, Judge Courtney. There was no need for that. She simply used the same method as before. Remember the lift trolley? She moved the body to some other room and dumped it into the stream into the fountain. Naturally, the frozen body would have sunk to the bottom of the fountain. That's why the cloth floated up first and was found by Delicia.
And eventually, the body thawed out and floated to the surface.
Monsieur Edgeworth, you truly have a gift for the deductive reasoning. However, do you have any proof I moved the body? If you cannot prove that, then there's no way I can accept what you are saying.
Whoops.
Wasn't there anyone who saw Miss Hall move the body?
Yes, I believe such a person exists. The answer lie in the evidence that person gave me. And that piece of evidence will reveal the truth of Miss Hall's actions.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, are you able to prove the crime of Miss Curator?
Certainly. I have evidence that will show exactly what she did.
Then it's time we see your answer. Which piece of evidence reveals Miss Curator's actions?
Look at the sketch.
The pricey sketch, yeah, check it.
Oops.
What were you looking
Wait.
for, Larry's?
Wait,
This is
check
Larry's
it?
sketch. Yeah. Oh, there's the blood dripping from that shit.
Well, I don't think that's what I was looking for.
You don't think Larry saw the body? Or her move the body?
Go back. Go back. Don't that Ray got another drawing or something?
Yeah,
On the next page.
the next page. The sketch of beauties.
I don't mind looking at baddies real quick while y'all think. Let me see it.
I'm pretty sure this is it. I just know it was one of Larry's sketches. I just know that Larry's was the one who saw it.
Go back.
Well, I think this is the answer.
Reveals the actions. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Another sketch?
Is Larry gonna phase into existence?
Larry Goats.
Oh. It appears I have been drawn in this one.
This is a sketch Larry drew of the women in the fountain patio. I would like to direct your attention to the service cart on the left side of the sketch.
Service cart? What about it?
Don't you see? What transpired 18 years ago has happened again. Miss Hall was moving the body in this sketch.
No.
Please wait. I don't see Monsieur Dopa's body anywhere in that drawing. All I did was hand out chocolates to everyone.
The key detail in this sketch is the color of the tablecloth. Up until now, I thought Larry had just made a mistake.
A tablecloth. It's light blue.
It may be light blue in the sketch, but no blue tablecloths exist in this mansion. Perhaps it's light blue because the body was hidden, still glowing underneath the tablecloth.
Oh,
What? But the lift trolley is rectangular in the sketch. If she just placed the body in the lift trolley, we would have noticed it immediately.
There were 2 blocks of ice in the Winter Palace that are completely hollowed out. If she put the body inside the block of ice, it would look like a service cart. Miss Hall, you put the body in the block of ice and used the lift trolley to move it, didn't you?
I never imagined you would be able to do so much from a singular sketch. But what if it was just a mistake like you said before? That doesn't prove anything.
I agree that alone the sketch is worthless. Once you remove the body, the service cart will revert back to a lift trolley. That's why the lift trolley was left behind in the fountain patio. And without the service cart, there would be no place for you to put your chocolates.
The chocolates I gave everyone?
Until then, the chocolates had sat on top of the service cart as you gave them away. But when you gave them to us, you took them from your pocket.
Ah, Now that you mention it, they were a bit melted. But they were still really sweet and tasty.
So why
Shut
was
up,
it
Cat.
necessary to put them in your pocket halfway through?
That's because
It's because once the body was disposed of, you no longer had a service card.
ah,
Here comes Courtney in the comments.
Hold it right there.
I disagree.
If she put the chocolates in her pocket and left the lift trolley in the patio, then where did the tablecloth go?
Chocolate in my pocket. If she had been forced to put the chocolates in her pocket, she wouldn't have had time to dispose of the tablecloth.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, can you answer that for me?
The tablecloth wasn't hidden, it's right in front of us.
You use them for me.
Do
Suck up.
clarify. The tablecloth used to hide the body. Where is it now?
Didn't Alicia find it, or are we talking about right now?
Oh, look at our. What do we have? Can we look at a
Organize?
profile? Fuck, that doesn't work. Never mind. I mean,
Oh, we do.
It's not gonna show anything, but she has it.
You can look at Dover's picture now, I think.
Yeah, that'd be a fire twist.
Let's look at Dover.
If it was in there like vagina or something. What are y'all doing?
He's got
Bro,
this
go back.
He's got this fake cheeks.
This whole has it with her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit keistered.
I almost picked the wrong thing.
Sequester.
Almost.
Y'all would've lost all your shit.
But
Isn't it
almost.
obvious?
Was there even a health bar in the top left corner?
Yes.
There was.
Yes.
Oh,
Isn't it obvious?
wasn't.
Miss Hall was, yeah, sure. Miss Hall is carrying it with her, out in the open.
Out in the open.
open.
Ah, you mean
Miss Hall, you are wearing the tablecloth around your waist.
We can't look that low.
The block of ice was not encased in a glass case. In other
Where's-
words, the tablecloth was in direct contact with the block of ice. If we have it examined, we will undoubtedly find traces of sherbet on it.
And come.
Miss Hall, you will turn your tablecloth over to the police at once.
In other words, take off all your clothes.
There's no need to examine the tablecloth. It is just as you say. I stole the poison from Madame Delicia and moved the body.
Okay.
I have done terrible things. Madame Delicia, I am so sorry. 1 week ago I took your Megatoxin X bottle.
Let's do Larry just art drawing in the back.
I slipped it into that man's pocket to make it look like suicide. And if they suspected it was murder, the evidence would point to Madame Delicia.
sheesh?
Eep, Kitty!
Kate, what were you thinking? Weren't we always trying to save Mr. Master together?
I could not let myself be arrested.
Freddy Fazbear?
Not until I had proven Monsieur
What?
Master's innocence.
Your screen flashed Discord for like a split second.
Alright, I don't know how that happened, but okay.
From the very beginning, I had planned to turn myself in once everything was over. But I suppose it is too late to say that now.
Why? Kate, why would you go this far?
Why, Jimmy?
Even for Monsieur Shields, I've caused nothing but trouble. For the past 18 years, I have been a criminal.
Mama, I'm a criminal.
The IS-7 incident. Don't tell me that you were the true culprit.
My greatest crime was stealing the shepherd sculptures for my own selfish interests. When Monsieur Dover died, they were no longer just ordinary sculptures. They had become the final works of the sculpture Monsieur Master so deeply loved. What if they melted before Monsieur Master returned? With that in mind, I couldn't let anyone touch them, not even the police. Even though I knew it was wrong, I moved them to the mansion's freezer. However, I only wanted to preserve Monsieur Dover's art. I did not know his body was hidden among them.
So she stole the sculptures without noticing the body.
Monsieur Master would never take another person's life. But because of me, the body vanished, and Monsieur Master was found guilty. That kind man, he treated someone like me as family. He meant more to me than anyone else, and yet...
Kate.
When Monsieur Master was found guilty, I was chased out of this mansion. I was finally able to reclaim the mansion just a few days ago, but... when I saw the sculpture still sleeping away in the freezer, I realized... that I was the one who hid Monsieur Dover's body. However, the statute of limitations had already expired. Therefore, I could think of no other way to atone for my sins.
It appears I have misunderstood her. It seems she caused this entire incident in order to save Mr. Master.
What you thinking about, Mr. Edgeworth?
There's one thing that has been bothering me this whole time. Why would Miss Hall plan a murder with such an uncertain method like poison gas? And the reason she disguised the Elven Palace to look like the Winter Palace was to make those involved in the incident 18 years ago confuse the two rooms.
I wonder what Kate was trying to accomplish.
Fade to black. She was trying to prove Mr. Master's innocence. In that case, Miss Hall's true objective was...
to find the true culprit.
Yes, sir!
Yeah.
Do you want to be Katie from, damn. Kaede.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Perhaps she was trying to find the true culprit? Miss Hall, were you trying to prove Mr. Master's innocence? You wanted to reveal the true culprit and have the police find the body from 18 years ago. Was that not your true goal? By displaying those sculptures, you would attract those involved in the past incident. Only two people would know where the body was hidden. You and the true culprit.
The culprit would have panicked, knowing that the body would be displayed publicly.
Yes, and if the culprit really showed up, there's the risk they'd erase their tracks. In the worst case scenario, they might have even stolen the body. So, how could she protect the evidence while simultaneously luring in the culprit?
I see. That's why she made the Autumn Palace look like the Winter Palace.
Yes, and then, Miss Hall, you must have thought, whoever opens the Pisces case, believing it to be the Gemini case, must be the true culprit of the IS-7 incident.
What? But that means that person is the true culprit?
Norna.
Please wait a moment, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Do you realize what you're saying? Do you intend to accuse that person of being the culprit behind the IS-7 incident?
Miss Hall was trying to trap the true culprit. If so, wouldn't the person who fell for the trap be the true culprit? However, I have no evidence to back up my claims. If I make a formal accusation without any proof, it will not end well. Should I announce the true killer of Isaac Dover?
This feels one of like those choose your own adventure type vibes.
The power.
Is it because there's no health bar?
No.
I think we go stupid and say, do it.
I think the
why not?
story. I think the story is basically telling us to
What I should do is reveal the truth. In that
That's all.
case, there is no need to hesitate. Yes, that's correct. Judge Courtney. I indict this person as the true culprit behind the IS-7 incident.
Oh.
There should be all of our health bar right there.
Right?
They don't
bottom
have
left.
the unlimited penalty here.
Honestly, he looks pretty sus.
That's racist.
And I'm all for it. Present.
If that's racism, I need that type of racism.
There you go.
If that's racist, then
Dang, Gustavia.
Ooh, hey, yo,
No.
Hitler.
I want more of that.
I'm gonna do that again. Dang, Gustavia, who fell victim to the poison gas, is the true culprit of the IS-7 incident?
Gusty is
Mr. Gustavia.
Mr. Krabs. Miss Hall. Didn't you believe that if you opened the gallery, the true culprit would fuck, you know what? That's why.
You know what?
You set up the poison gas trap, is it not?
You truly have a gifted mind just like your father.
Shut
It
up.
is as you say, Monsieur
For
Edgeworth.
what?
Nigga got daddy issues.
Now, would you please tell us the whole truth?
Yes, I have nothing more to hide. I will tell you everything. I set a trap in the gallery to find the true culprit. Before the gallery opened, I left only the Autumn Palace unlocked. At opening time, when I went around to unlock each room, I discovered that the Autumn Palace had been locked from the inside. I knew the true culprit was on the other side of the door. My hand was trembling.
All that was left for the trap was for the trap to do its work.
When I heard Monsieur Gustavia was exposed to the poison gas, I realized he was the culprit. And I thought if the police discovered Monsieur Dover's body, it would prove Monsieur Master's innocence.
Why didn't you ever come talk to me? There might have been another way.
I know that you did everything you could for me over the past 18 years. However, all of this has been brought on by my own crime. That's why I wanted to save Monsieur Master as soon as possible.
Kate.
Not only that, the police hid the fact that the body went missing 18 years ago. Even if I reported the body, there was a chance that the truth would be hidden again. That's why I caused the incident at the museum's opening, with as many witnesses as possible.
I'm sorry. Gregory, Mr. Master, and even you. I couldn't protect anyone.
Mr. Shields, it must be tough on him as well.
The one who should be apologizing is me. Monsieur Edgeworth, Monsieur Shields, I'm terribly sorry. I shall accept whatever punishment I am given. However, I must ask of you, dear Monsieur Master's name.
We good.
The truth that was hidden for 18 years was revealed in an unexpected manner. However, to think that things would end this way.
Just ends.
Table, shut the fuck up.